The next issue is the Interpol business regarding the traffic QNet victims. The Ghana Police Service, once again, working with our counterparts in Nigeria, have worked on cases involving victims of a QNet scheme. A total of 76 victims have been rescued and 7 suspects arrested, all Ghanaians, in different states in Nigeria between 19th May 2025 and 27 June 2025. 30 victims were rescued in Agbara, Ogun State in Nigeria on 19th May 2025, and 15 victims were rescued and 1 suspect was arrested in Uyo in Akwa State on 22nd June 2025. The suspects are in the custody of the Nigerian authorities assisting investigation and subsequent prosecution. The Ghana Police Service is working to reunite the rescued victims with their families in Ghana. Still on the activities of QNet, of monies under the pretext of being recruited into football academies for training and placement into top teams abroad, to be employed in lucrative jobs or as part of processes to travel to Europe or Canada for work. Victims are typically instructed to travel, usually by road, to an unfamiliar country. Ghanaians are sent to foreign countries while foreigners are brought to Ghana. Upon arrival, a syndicate member meets them and lodges them in a hotel, demanding an initial training and facilitation fee ranging from 800,000 to 2 million CFA for Francophone victims, or $1,000 and above for Ghanaians. Victims are then transferred into the holding camps, which are usually rented rooms, which house between 10 and 40 people under very poor conditions. Their phones and all travel documents are seized and their activities, especially phone calls, are closely monitored. They are then introduced into the QNet business and promise huge returns if they recruit others to join. Usually, the scammers personate victims in their custody to scam their close relatives by using the phones of the victims to contact their unsuspecting friends and families in their contact lists. While in the camp, the victims are compelled or resort to scamming their parents and families to send them money for feeding, etc. This often leads to rescue victims being afraid or unwilling to return home. Victims who are rescued are sometimes so frail and malnourished that they cannot go back to the activities they were previously engaged in. Locating and rescuing victims is challenging because the phone numbers they provide are usually deactivated by the scammers once the victim is in their custody. On 20th July 2022, the Commercial Division of the Accra High Court ordered the dissolution of QNet Limited, or QNet, for engaging in dishonest, illegal, and fraudulent business activities. The move followed a petition filed by the former Attorney General of Ghana, seeking the dissolution of the network marketing company for operating in a manner akin to Ponzi schemes. The activities of QNet are also banned in other countries within the sub-region. The actions of these scammers, including deception, coercion, restriction of movement, and denying access to travel documents, are offenses punishable under the Anti-Human Trafficking Act of Ghana, Act 2005, Act 694, and Ghana's Criminal Code 1960, Act 29. Persons found culpable of luring others, friends, relatives, etc., to other countries either for QNet or similar activities will be arrested and prosecuted in their respective countries. Suspects arrested in connection with rescues in Ghana by the Anti-Human Trafficking Unit have been arraigned before court and remanded to assist with investigations. I must mention that this year alone we've managed to successfully prosecute some suspected individuals who lured victims, and we've gained convictions and they are serving their terms in our prisons in Ghana. Members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, the adverse economic and psychosocial effects of this menace on individuals, families, and societies cannot be underrated. This therefore calls for concerted and collaborative efforts to curb the menace. The general public is therefore advised to exercise due diligence before accepting offers from friends, families, or relatives purporting to be abroad who invite them to travel for greener pastures. Let us be particularly careful if you are asked to travel to any of the sub-regions for a visa, appointment, training, or recruitment process. Facility or homeowners, co-tenants, and people in neighborhoods should be interested in what their facilities are used for and the people living in their vicinities respectively. In case you fall victim and travel only to find out you have been deceived, quickly inform your parents back home or report to the nearest police station. We would like to assure the public that on our part, the Ghana Police Service will continue to work with our counterparts within the sub-region to ensure improved protection for all. We therefore call for improved cooperation and collaboration among stakeholders both in Ghana and in member countries to fight human trafficking in all its forms and other related crimes. On behalf of the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Christian Tete Yohonu, and the entire Police Management Board, I wish to commend the officers of the Anti-Human Trafficking Units, the National Central Bureau, Interpol, as well as all other units and officers who worked on this case for their professionalism and swift response.